Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Mecha Godzilla. This is the Orai Noriyoshi poster version. And this, well, it's close enough to be SH Monster Arts, but it's Chogokin. They call it the Tamashii mix right there on top. Got this through Tatsuabi. Seems like it's a P Bandai, maybe. Well, we do have this logo here. Show the kind of, well, this Bandai collection shop. Maybe it is. There we go. It's a big box, kind of like a master grade. On the back here we have some cool things, and this is going to be a blind review. I'm not really familiar with this particular Mecha Godzilla, but I do like the design as always, and it seems like we can transform this into several things, which is really cool. And what else we got here? On the side, more info. The top, just the name. And is there anything on the bottom here? Yep, warning hazards. This is actually quite pricey. It's a Chogokin. You're looking over $100. Yeah, but I mean, it has a cool transformation and hopefully some effect parts. So we'll see how that goes. And let's take a look inside. Alright, so out of the box, actually comes with his sleeve, and everything else is on the styrofoam packaging, which we'll take a look in a bit. So here we go again, Mecha Godzilla, Orai Noriyoshi poster version. On the back side, you get a body of Mecha Godzilla. So again, this is the sleeve that it comes with. Let me get that out of the way. Then we also have this, seems like a comic version, which has some interesting inside here. Let me fix my camera. Alright, so here we go. It's a nifty comic. Unfortunately, I cannot read it, but I probably can ask a friend to translate it for me, or maybe I can use some of those apps. But I mean, just looking at this, seems like you really want to watch the movie, and we see it here. Oh, so he has a photo of what he thought it would be, but in the movie we got something else. Now he's old enough. Let's see here, still looking at that old poster version. Let's go with this. I think we can kind of get an idea. What is this? Alright. Did he contact the artist? That's a possibility, right? Seems like there's a collaboration. Okay. They actually made a robot out of it. Huh, interesting. Huh. Now there's a figure. Huh. Ah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, the poster is different from the actual movie. That's kind of cool. A little comic there. We also have some instructions here. And I'll just do a quick glance on this. Yeah, there's a lot of transformation and all that good stuff. It's double-sided, so yeah, there's a lot of cool things. I'm gonna have to go through this, assemble it once or twice. Definitely it will help me for the review. Alright, that's it. Actually, why don't we take a look at this, a little bit of an unboxing here. So again, this is the foam packaging with a plastic on top. Alright, so let's open this up, and hopefully all of them pops down. Alright, get the plastic out. We got the legs. That's also a tank right here. It has some weight on it. Huh, interesting. We got like the main body here for the wings. Wow, that's some nice sharp details there. That's really cool. Alright, let me get that. This one is light, which might be a good thing. We don't want diecast all over. Wow. Oh, it even has the head over there. That is nice. Yep, you can see Mecha Godzilla's. I wonder if this is the shoulder. Oh no, this is the part of the chest. That's really cool. Alright, let's set this down here. This is probably the main body. See tank treads here as well. Oh, you got some nice hefty weight on it. Oh, not hefty, but you can feel the weight. It's not heavy at all. But yeah, I can definitely feel the die cast. It's probably this whole thing down here, you know, aside from the treads. But the arms here, I don't feel it. So it's just this. I can really feel the die cast. All right, how do we get rid of this? There's some sort of oh, there we go. Yeah, oh, that's an interesting gimmick. All right. Other than that, we have some bases here, which are actually really small. And I guess another connector there. And that's it. Yeah, we got 3 parts for Mechagodzilla. Some stands. And there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and figure this out. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a look at the individual pieces before we put it all together. Let's go with the big guy. So this one right here has an amazing wingspan. Really cool. Let's see if I can get some lighting here. There we go. Has a lot of sharp details, as you can see here. Which it's both a good and bad thing, since when you're transforming it, you're like holding a section here and trying to, you know, fold or open up a panel, and that could be a little troublesome sometimes. But so far, it's great. I like how the details there, the paint works quite nicely right here. Articulation on this one, you still have the articulation on the wings, which you can fold up, but you're not going to be doing that since it's supposed to be a hover plane. I think, yeah, there we go. Get a little bit of articulation here on this side here. Other than that, I mean, you can kind of see Godzilla or Mechagodzilla's face underneath there, but you have this kind of like landing pads here. It's actually the chest. It's a very interesting design, but yeah, it works. Now we have the stand here, and now you just gotta put it like so. Just gotta slide it in, and it just becomes a nice display base. You could probably rotate this around, and let's see if I can get it. Yeah, it's still the same. I was hoping I can get it to lean up, but I mean, at this pose you see most of the profile. So there we go. Let me put this back here. So that's that. I'm not sure if there's an actual name for that particular vehicle. There might be. Alright, next part is this, which is kind of like the arms here. It is the tank. Got some tread details underneath. Got some die cast parts on here. It feels like in this area where the treads are. Yeah. Otherwise, the arms here doesn't have. It's all plastic. And you can move that up. I guess you can go like this. I kind of wish you can. This whole arm goes forward. That way, you don't get much of this hollow space here. But it's kind of like a dual cannon, I guess. So there you go. Not too bad. Now we have the lower part here, or the legs. Now this is you get quite a bit of heft to it. Did I mention on this one there's some die-cast parts? Kind of hard to tell where they are, but it's really lightweight. On this one though, you can feel it, and it's like this one here, this section here. It feels, you can feel the die-cast. Even this part here, that's die-cast right there. So quite nice. You get some moving. That's kind of interesting. It's like in the ball joint. It's probably on. Yeah, you can move that around. Seems like a turret. And all the wheels here are functional. That is amazing. I like that. So this will roll around. Then you have this section here. You can move up. There we go. One of the maser cannons, I think that's what it's called. Then you can even slide this to the center right here. So that's a nifty gimmick. You got a cannon right there, quite nice. And actually you can combine this too. So let's do that. Let's push this back again. There we go. Although you gotta be careful. Yeah, I think I might have scratched that. Yeah, just gotta be a little careful matching things together. Alright, for that transformation, we're gonna fold down this section here. And actually, we have to open up the tabs here. Gonna just have to push it in, pop that. You gotta make sure you have your nails here. So you gotta flip it over till you get that tab in the middle. Then this folds together and you just pop that in. There we go. Close that hatch. And you have more tabs here. So there's a little thing there you just push down. Or that sticks out. And can't remember if I may have to look, but this might be it. Or this, I think I may have to open that, but let's put this here. 2 tabs there. It just pegs in. It's not quite secure, but it holds in place. So there we go. We got a bigger tank here. I'm not sure if you can connect this here. It's not in the instruction that this goes here, and that's kind of like the final transformation where you put everything together. All right, and here we go again. I should have looked before. Is there any other? No, that's it. Which that section there, that's what I did. Then the next part is basically transforming the whole thing into Mecha Godzilla. And to do that, we have to disassemble this. Let's do that. Right, so detach that one. You could probably do it without detaching it, but it's just a lot easier if you do. Alright, push the back there. And this has a tendency to pop out. It's kind of like your shin guard. So, let's see here. And you gotta push it out. There is hinges there. And yeah, just gotta bear with me. Some stiff joint goes down. See, that thing kind of pops off easily. And do the same thing. So press down here first. Work your hinges. Get that pointed forward. There we go. Then yeah, kind of just get in that position. Yep. And let's see here. You gotta bend the whole thing down. This is gonna be tough. So there's that hinge right there. You just gotta press it in. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's kind of tough getting that thing to. All right. So there we go. Alright, so the next part here, there's actually this section here. Kinda just have to push it up. Kinda gives it a little bit more feel. And I guess you press it down. There we go. So that's on the lower part of the leg. Fairly straightforward. Now this section here, let's see. Alright, so you gotta have to press this in. It collapses inward. Then just gotta be a little careful here. There are your little tabs there, like a teat. Fold this down, and there's 2 hinges here again, kind of like how the feet worked. All right, do the same thing on the other side. Just bring it down here. There we go. Then onto the side. Just gonna cover that, and just matches in place. Next part, you kind of just bring this down here. There we go. There was a section here. I think I made a... We'll just leave it down. Alright. Yeah, and you got a hinge there. You could probably move that down. But I think, yeah, I think this works here. Yeah, for the most part, we got the legs down. Just gotta play around with the... Now again, you have working wheels here. So when you set it down, you will have the tendency to slide on your desk. So just be wary of that. Next part is this thing here, the torso. This one, it's a little tricky also. You open it up like so, and let's see here. And I just want to open up the arms here. This goes down here. While actually there's another double hinge here. You gotta move the shoulder apart. Same thing on the other side here. And just gotta work those joints. Those might be die cast as well, so it's a little tough. Now there are pegs that you have to match there, and this one actually goes up, and sometimes it just doesn't match. Yeah, it's a little difficult. Well, let's just close that for now. And I actually forgot something. Let's open this up, and there is a tab there that we have to flip over. First time I've kind of missed this. You just gotta work your way, and it doesn't really give you much access to that peg right there that you want to rotate. Oh geez. Yeah. And you don't really need this, but this is for the neck of Godzilla, or Mecha Godzilla. But I was able to flip this around. There we go. You gotta really work it. Then you flip it over. There we go. And then get this back here. Alright, so yeah, where were we? Get that aligned. And again, take your time. If it doesn't go in, just step back and reassess it. Just don't make a mistake. Then again, it might be too late. Where was I? Alright, yeah, this is a little problematic for me. I cannot get that thing to peg. And some of you, if you ever have this figure, let me know if you have this problem too. Might be an inherent... Not to mention too, the peg right there, there's a kind of like an extra lip. It's like this. So it goes in and it's supposed to catch. And it's just not a good design for a peg. And just getting this aligned is just a nightmare. There we go. I'm probably good enough. Yeah. Alright. You're supposed to keep this up because the next part, we're gonna connect this whole wing thing, the airplane part, into this. It's gonna go from the back. Alright, so get this thing again. Let's connect it here. Alright, so there is a way for it to lock on. Just make sure it's locked on, that way, see, it holds. Alright, now the fun part. I still have this thing. I'm just gonna leave it there. There's a chance that I'll end up, like this one seems like it's not, is it there? Yeah. Alright, so, let's grab this one. This one is a little tricky. Alright, so first off, we're gonna open up the top part here. I'm gonna split it in half. There we go. And there is a hinge right there. You can see that Phillips screw, and it just goes to the side. There we go. Not much. Alright, so next part, there is a tab here which connects to actually the back side of this. Like a latching right there. Right there. And that's kind of what helps it. Actually, is there another part here that I'm missing? No. Yeah, even that part. Alright. Anyways. So here, you gotta disconnect that. And just be careful what you hold on this one. There's a lot of sharp parts, especially on the back side. Just be careful on what you're holding. And pop it. There we go. And I guess after the first time, it's not that gonna be that hard. So it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge the first time. Alright, so there's a hinge here that you can just pull down. This whole thing also is a hinge. So you can pull that back and you got the tail. Now the neck part, you gotta bring it up. And again, we're gonna be working with hinges here. Just bring it all the way up. There we go. There are little tabs here. Just gonna bring this down. This latches on the bottom side of the torso. It's kind of like a guide or support. So that's that. Then you got your your chest part here, and this is supposed to latch forward. All right, so let me just get this thing situated. There we go. So this goes on the back, and the chest part here kind of clasps in front to give you a secure, and as well as this tail part here. Well, wish me luck on this. Alright, so we're just gonna put this here. I don't think there's any tabs, again, other than this thing that we lowered, supposed to go underneath here, and the neck part which goes on top here. That neck joint there, and the tail. So just a couple of things. Alright, so just start sliding it in. Maybe a little higher here. Oh boy. Alright. There we go. I think something latched. Alright, so start lowering the neck. Well, actually, make sure the chest goes in. It's the same teeth that we saw on the leg here. The ones on one side and two, it doesn't really hold. I mean, I've seen the pictures also there. I mean, you can press it together, but it will come apart, which is fine. Right, so connect this here. There's just so many things. Is that even latching? So let's open this up here. I cannot tell this. Alright. Moving my camera here. You know what? Why don't we go with the tail? I mean, we're already here. Make sure this thing connects. See, something tells me I'm not aligned. But the chest aligned. Oh, it moved. I don't know if I want that to be moved. Alright. I want this tail to go down further. Alright, hold on here. Yeah. There we go. Just bear with me. We're getting it. There we go. Got that bottom part. Alright. Just a little problematic here on the neck. I'm trying to tab that in. It's not letting me. I guess I just gotta keep going. But there's just a lot of things in the way. There we go. Sweet. Alright. So that chest area closes. Lower the head. I think I got it. That's a lot of It's really cool though. Transformation could be a little challenging, but overall, I mean, it works. It's actually quite interesting having a transforming Mecha Godzilla. Alright, so lower that down. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was in frame. I was struggling, sorry. Alright, so we got it for the most part. Just gotta reposition the arms here. There's really no ankle joint there. I mean, you got the treads. I mean, is there a little bit of wiggle room there? Nah, they're all just hinges. So that's that. I mean, you don't really need ankle. It's a tank. You got tank treads. Alright. Let's see here. Let's move the wings back a little bit. And yeah, I think we got it. So there we go. We got Mecha Godzilla. The poster version, because I think that I guess the story goes that this wasn't made into the movie that people wanted to. Alright, so here we go. Let me bring the other two for comparison. Alright, so here we go. Comparison with the other two. And I guess it's somewhere in between. I mean, this one, you got some crazy details on this guy here. On the other hand, this one's a really curved design, smooth out, and this is somewhere in the middle. You can kind of see the wiring, the guts. But yeah, to be honest, it's kind of hard to pick which Godzilla or Mecha Godzilla I would go for. This one is really cool. I like this design, the curio here. But this one has a really cool transformation also, and you got that working cannon there, which kind of makes sense. And yeah, I kind of like this one too. This one a little bit. I'm not really fond of the design on this one. I mean, as without the backpack and everything, it looks great. It kind of has more Godzilla look to him compared to the other ones. Well, this one too, but yeah, each one is different, and I like them. All right, so that's it for comparison. Now let's go take a look at the articulation, because there's a lot more that I didn't cover yet with the legs and other things. All right, so let's take a look at the head here. Can we lower them out a little bit? You can open up the mouth like this much. There's really nothing inside, and so I don't think he has cannons there. You can see a little bit of the hinges. He has the yellow eyes right there. You can definitely look up. There we go. Quite nice. You got a hinge. It seems like a hinge. You can move side to side, and you can kind of have like that ball jointed section on the neck. So a fairly good articulation there. Next up is the shoulders here, which we kind of briefly talk about. Feels like he has a little bit of the ratcheting hinge. Just be careful as you move this back here. It's gonna be hitting the wings. Move out. You got your swivel here on the bicep. It seems like it's double jointed elbow, which is great, but gives you a 90-degree, and even feels like, is there another joint there? No, that's it. And you can rotate this. That's cool. That cables kind of goes with it. It's a flexible material. Yeah, really nice. I like that. Torso, well, once everything is there, I don't think you can have a swivel point here. And I think I forgot, there is actually a swivel point on the turret, just a little bit. Yeah, you cannot do it now. I think I forgot to mention that, but there is there. Let's see, you got your legs. I mean, this thing can move up. There we go. You can move back as well. Get a little bit of this pose here if you want to do that. You got your knee. which is actually fairly good. Knee bend right there. I kind of wish there's an ankle articulation. I don't know if you can shift this around. What is that? I see a pin here. Are you able to shift this side to side? Oh, you can. See, it does. Wow. Just the like extra things. All right, let me. Oh yeah, you can do a wide stance a little bit. That is awesome. I like that. All right, moving on the back here, we got your tail segmented there, there, pretty much all except up to this point. It's segmented. That is great. I mean, it's kind of limited here once we connect that in, but you got a working tail. And again, you can fold this back here like that, or here. That works too. So yeah, really awesome. I must say that this is it's a really great working Mecha Godzilla. I like it. I think that's pretty much it for this review. Again, comparing with other Mecha Godzilla. There we go. Kiryu. There's a lot of names for them. Sometimes I kind of forgot which movie each one is from. Jeez. Gotta really brush up on my Godzilla. But, you know, regardless, they're great figures if you're a big fan of Godzilla or you just like mecha in general. Yeah, this is a Chogokin figure, and definitely there is some weight on it. Just the right balance. It's workable. Now for transformation, it's a little finicky, as I shown in or demonstrated in my struggle, but it's doable. So far, in terms of paint, someone gonna be asking, in terms of rubbing, I haven't really seen like a big substantial damage to itself. Although there are parts that are not painted well. A good example is down here. You see the section here that it got. I thought it was a nub mark, but looking on the other side, you know, it's painted nicely. This one though, you can see that little scuff there. Yeah, the metallic paint peeling off. But other than that, I mean, there's nub marks here on the underside, but everything is fully painted. So not really a big thing. And overall, I mean, it looks great. Just that pose right there. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. And again, it's lengthy, but I really just want to show how to transform it and my struggles. Because someone out there, they're gonna wonder, how do you transform it? The instructions, it does tell you how to, but sometimes you just want to, you know, see someone do it. And there you go, it's transformed. Yeah, for the most part. Let me still have a little gap there. And again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. If you got questions, let me know. So if you, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, don't want to drag this too long. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching. All right, and I think I forgot a gimmick as always, but we gotta do this pose here. So in the instructions, it says you can actually turn those, I guess, the jet propellers, I guess. And this is the part you can actually rotate that cannon. Alright, then, well, I cannot do the rotation since I already transformed. You can actually pop this down and rotate them like this. So you can have him use it to... I'm not sure if he can fly with this. Seems like he can, maybe. But, yeah, that's another gimmick that we can do. Really nice.